The Yankees, and probably you as well, did not expect this. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. If you love the Yankees but you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, especially if you want to be kept up to date with the latest in New York Yankees news or just for plain old New York Yankees discussion. Man, the starting rotation has been awesome. One of, if not, the best in baseball. And that's without the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. But there's one guy who I believe has been the best in the New York Yankees starting rotation. He's been one of the best pitchers so far this season. Originally, he wasn't even slated to be in the starting rotation. They optioned him. Down to minor league camp back in spring training. But then Cole got hurt. So they opened up a competition and he won it. I'm talking about Luis Gil. Gil this season. What in the world? What in the world is this? 7-1 with a 1.99 ERA. The month of May has been so kind to him. I don't think he's going to continue this in the month of June. Maybe he'll pitch to a 2.5 ERA in the month of June, which is excellent. But what he did, if you're watching this a little later in the month of May, my gosh, absurd. These numbers are absurd. 6-0 with the 0.70 ERA. His whip, 0.672 for a starting pitcher. 0.672. And his walks, the month of April, he walked 19 batters. The month of May, he cut that down and he pitched, I believe, 12 or 14 more innings in the month of in the month of May. And he's only walked 12. So he went from pitching 24 innings in the month of April, walking 19, to the month of May, pitching 38 innings and walking 12. So he's working on his control. His strikeouts are great. Last night, over there versus the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, he was dominant. 8 innings, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts. What a treat. This guy, we acquired him, and you know this, for Jake Cave, way back when, from the Minnesota Twins. Nobody anticipated this, and now everyone's wondering. They're asking the question, hey, when Garrett Cole comes back, who is going to lose their spot in the starting rotation? Some people are saying, hey, a 6-man rotation is possible, but guys like Marcus Stroman, who's pitching marvelous this season too with the 2.76 ERA, most of these guys, if not all of them, rely on a routine. And if you break that routine, you might break up their mojo and they might be off their game. And you don't want this starting rotation to be off their game. So somebody, you would think, is going to be relegated to the bullpen. But who is it? People are saying, hey, Nestor Cortez adds a lefty out there. But Nestor's been very good. Yes, on the road, not so much. Over a 6 ERA. But his last start against the Angels was solid. Pitched into the 6th inning. He gave up, 2 runs, I believe? He's pitching to a 3.30 ERA this season. Nestor Cortez's ERA was over 4 at one point. He's been pitching so good as of late that he's brought that down to a 3.30 ERA. But then look at the rest of them. Marcus Stroman, a 2.76 ERA. Clark Schmidt, 2.52 ERA. Rodon, 2.95. This decision that they're going to have to make won't be an easy one. It won't be. And even though that Gil has been such a surprise that, listen, the Yankees, thank God, because if it wasn't for Cole going down, number one, and then number two, them reacting and signing, let's say, a Blake Snell, thank God they didn't do that. Not because Blake Snell isn't pitching so great, but because Luis Gil might not have gotten this opportunity. Maybe he would have because Snell had to have his own little spring training, which didn't really help him. But thank God, hindsight's 2020, I get it. But my gosh, Cashman had faith in his organization, and it's paying off right now. Now they're in a spot to where, hey, who do we put in the bullpen? And Gil, you want to say, to limit his innings, put him in the bullpen or do this, do that. He's a top 5 pitcher, a top 3 pitcher in the American League. Seth Lugo over there for the Royals has been marvelous this season too. So I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but Luis Gil has been awesome. And I saw somebody on Twitter say, maybe he has options. Maybe they option him down to AAA. I freaking hope not. Because this kid, in how many innings? In over 60 innings pitched. 79 strike. I mean, what are we doing? He's been so dominant. You can't, I don't know. It's tough. Because it's like, who do you take out of that rotation when Cole comes back? But hey, it's a great problem to have, I guess. And what do people say? Hey, this will work itself out. It hasn't. It hasn't worked itself out yet. And honestly, I don't know if I want it to. I think I want the Yankees to face this tough decision because, hey, I don't want Luis Gil to fall off. I don't want Nestor to fall off. I don't want Clark Schmidt to I don't want any of them to get hurt. So please, I hope it doesn't work itself out. It doesn't seem like it's going to. So the Yankees, and also too, Garrett Cole, this might be the reason why they're not rushing a rehab yet. They're not rushing him to rehab yet. They're taking their time with him. How successful the starting rotation has been has allowed them to do that. And that's a phenomenal luxury to have. But let's move on really quick, and I want to talk about another surprise. And that's Mr. Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe this season hitting .288, 6 home runs, 23 RBI, .357 on base percentage with an 800, exactly an 800 OPS. Like I said, a 21-game hitting streak. Anthony Volpe started off the year hot. Then his average dropped to, I believe it was like 250 at one point. And then what did he do? And this is what I was looking for him to do, to adjust. He made the proper adjustments and his batting average jumped almost 40 points. So this kid, has he been inconsistent this year? Yeah, and I hope he works it out. I hope there comes a point where Anthony Volpe is just more consistent and he's not hitting 400 for 2 weeks and then 250 for another 2 weeks. And then now all of a sudden he's hitting the heck out of the ball on a 21-game hitting streak. And now his batting average, it's closing in on 290, 300. It's great. I love it. I'm happy about it. But, I would like to see more consistency in Volpe's game, but I'm happy for him. And he's been another pleasant surprise for the New York Yankees. So listen, Luis Gil, Anthony Volpe, Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge, Juan Soto doing Juan Soto things. Gleyber Torres is kind of hitting as of late. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. We have channel memberships in the description if that interests you. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.